Okay, so at first glance, Mia looked like Dexter's soulmate in murder, Lady Vengeance herself, right? A fellow Dark Avenger who only goes after sexual predators. The Bonnie to his psychopathic Clyde. But oh no. Episode 5 of Dexter Resurrection throws a meat cleaver straight through that theory. Turns out, Mia isn't some morally twisted hero with a code. She's just your everyday, no-rules, bloodthirsty killer. Basically, Dexter's next table reservation. And get this, I stumbled across a wild fan theory that Mia might actually be Lila's sister. Like, what? Talk about twisted family reunions. The internet never disappoints. But hey, before we get deep into the dark and delicious chaos, do me a solid. Hit that subscribe button, toss a like, drop a comment below. I really do read them all, even the unhinged ones, and the funny talk that I'm some kind of AI, which is quite funny, but you know who you are. And if you're feeling extra generous, consider becoming a channel member. The perks, behind the scenes stuff, and alright, fine, mostly to help me feed the content monster. Cool? Cool. Now let's get back to episode 5. So this Mia twist, yeah, that dream Dexter had of finding his homicidal soulmate, shattered. And not in a poetic way, more like, guess I'll be strapping her down for a chat under plastic soon kind of way. Instead of scratching his dark passenger itch, Dexter does something wild. He uses Mia, not as a date, as a diversion. Dude plays chess while the NYPD is stuck on checkers steering their heat off Harrison in the Ryan Foster case. Smooth, cold, classic Dex. And let's talk about Harrison for a second. Remember that whole like father like son tease from the Resurrection premiere? Turns out, Harrison's not down for murder as therapy. He's emotionally aware, empathetic, neurotypical. In other words, Dexter's emotional opposite wrapped in teenage angst and guilt. So yeah, not exactly a chip off the old kill block. Still, Dexter making a power move sacrificing one of his treasured targets to protect his son isn't just strategic, it's evolution. It's like watching a lion learn to knit. Unexpected, kind of adorable, and yes, terrifying. Now let's not overlook Harry Morgan, Ghost Dad Extraordinaire. Back in the OG series, he wasn't exactly winning Father of the Year, but Resurrection gives him a second shot. He's stepping up, not just as Dexter's inner monologue of doom, but as a pseudo-grandparent trying to coach his deeply dysfunctional family through, well, generational trauma and homicide etiquette. Meanwhile, Dexter's been picking off party guests like it's an underground murder-themed bingo night. He took out Red, impersonated him, then off the tattoo collector in episode 4 to save an innocent woman. Hero? Nah, just Dexter doing Dexter things. Now with Mia out of the picture, we're down to just a few more psycho suspects lurking at Prater's posh little death fest. But here's the catch. Prater and his security bulldog Charlie aren't exactly clueless. With Lowell dead and Mia arrested within days, they're starting to connect the bloody dots. My money's on Charlie exposing Dexter, and when that happens, Prater's got two choices. Welcome Dexter as the real Bay Harbor butcher, or eliminate him like a budget imposter. It's high stakes, folks. Now, that ending, chef's kiss. Charlie shows up to jail playing Mia's lawyer. Please, if you didn't scream "oh crap" at your screen, you weren't paying attention. Plus, Prater's suddenly feeling generous in public interviews. Yes, generous enough to bribe someone to spring Mia back onto the streets. Possibly. 5 episodes deep, and let's just say it, Dexter Resurrection is killing it, pun fully intended. Compared to New Blood, which had a moody start and then limped to the finish line, or Original Sin, which was decent but lacked that OG spark, Resurrection is out there reclaiming the crown. No contest. Now sure, this franchise has had a very complicated relationship with sticking the landing, so let's not pop the champagne just yet. But if they keep this energy up, we might be looking at one of the best Dexter seasons ever. Episode 5 might not have hit the delirious heights of last week's 10 out of 10, but it kept the pulse racing and the plot thickening. And let's be honest, a mid-season entry that doesn't feel like filler is rare. That's Dexter Resurrection, and if this is the calm before the storm, buckle up, because we're heading for one hell of a blood-splattered finale.